What's up, y'all? I'm so thankful to be here with y'all today, just as I am every other day. Today, I want to start off with a song that just moved me. I'm not even by my phone, and as I'm listening to the song, I had to stop, clamor to my phone to play it back. Like, run that shit back right now because these words hit me to my core.
I'd rather give than take, I'm a philanthropist. I've been the light of my city, I keep the candle lit, yeah. God wouldn't have put it on me if I can't handle it. I ain't pray for rain to stop, I pray to learn to dance through it. Life can't get no tougher
It already
than that
hit
phone
me to the
call.
point where I paused in what I was doing to focus more on the song, on the lyrics, than the actions that I was engaged with. The artist is Rex Life Raj. And the lyrics are, I didn't pray for the rain to stop. I prayed to learn to dance through it. Whew. I did not pray for the rain to stop. The rain is gonna rain, weather is gonna do what it's gonna do. But I just need to learn how to dance through it. Not only does it hit me on a figurative level, but a literal level. A literal level. As spring weather, springtime, April showers bring May flowers, and a little extra, it's been flooding in my area. The rain has been nonstop. And as I train for a race, as I continue to incorporate fitness and wellness as a priority in my life, the rain is sometimes a hindrance because my fitness, my way of moving my body has been walking and jogging as of late. But the rain has been cramping my style. And I'll go through a phase of, oh, it's raining, so I don't go out. I don't go outside at all. I don't get a walk in. I don't get a run in, nothing. And then the next day it's raining again, and I'm like, what you gonna do? And some days I'm trying to beat the rain. Like, let me hurry up and get outside before it rains. And there's been times where I've been caught in the rain. All that to say, I've made it to the next day. The rain gonna be there. But how I react to the rain, that's what I want to change. I don't want to pray for it not to be rain because I know plants need that. I know our ecosystem need that. Farmers need that. And just because it might cramp my style, my hairdo, my outfit, my plans, there's no reason to pray away the rain. But to learn to enjoy it, to not be sidelined by it, and to change the way I react to it. So hearing those lyrics, and even beyond, again, the literal event of just enjoying the weather, enjoying the moment, being able to, dance through it, this bigger concept of trauma. So this episode, I'm titling it Triumphs from Trauma because we all have trauma. There's certain traumatic things that we can all as people agree, like that's traumatic. But a lot of times trauma is so nuanced to the individual based on their ability to regulate and have safe spaces to talk, reflect, tools and resources to help them cope and get through things. Trauma shows up in so many different ways. We can both go through an experience and have very different ways of coping with that experience. And so, triumphs from trauma, taking the concept of not praying for the rain to go away. Like, yes, we don't want to continuously be traumatized. We're actively working to lessen the traumatic things that happen to us, but it's bound to happen. And it has happened. But I'm recognizing that through these experiences, there are also triumphs. There are also success stories. There are also ways in which I made it through something and that deserves to be celebrated. So me recognizing the positives, the the triumphs from my traumas is me learning to dance while it's raining. The experience that had me recognizing the triumphs of trauma is one that I am constantly living in, being an adventurer. Now, I'm not so caught up in astrology. I know I'm a Sagittarius, and a lot of people say, and there's things out there that say Sagittarius are adventurers. So, I mean, that is true for me. It's some things that I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, that tracks with who I am as a person. And some things it's like, okay, take the things that fit, leave the things that don't. You know what I'm saying? So within me, as a Sagittarius, it says that I am an adventurer. And that is definitely who I am. I'm a person that, one, am known to pick up, move around, go live somewhere else, go try out a new place, go and travel to new places and get immersed in different cultures and experiences. And I love that about me. I love that. I would not change that. I'm always seeking out the next adventure. But I know that it stems from the fact that I was bounced around a lot when I was younger. I moved around to places. I stayed here, and sometimes within the drop of a hat, okay, well, I have to pack up and I have to live over here. I'm no longer welcomed over here, and I now have to move with these folks and these people. And back then, that was very traumatic for me. I didn't have the words for it, but transitions were hard. It felt very abrupt, and I but many a times I didn't know why I was moving. I felt like it was because I did something wrong. Sometimes I was explicitly told that I did something wrong, and that's why I couldn't stay there. But whatever the reason, I had no autonomy. I had no say in where I was going and why I was going there. I just had to go along with it. Even now, when situations arise or when I have this feeling of, okay, I'm gonna pack up and move, I'm gonna go do something else. I try to take time with myself to ask myself what's really going on. Am I looking to do something different because I am avoiding a confrontation, there's tension with someone else, therefore to disengage from the situation, I'm going to completely remove myself. And sometimes that's not fair to me or to the other person. Not fair to the relationship that I'm sometimes willing to throw away because, yep, gotta go. Bag's already packed, I'm up out of here. That balance of, is it time to go, or is this situation and this person and this relationship worthy of the time, the uncomfortability it'll take to get through the situation? Am I just seeking something out? Am I getting antsy? I've been here for long enough. I've been here for a year or two. Okay, time to go somewhere else. I have to ask myself those things. And I know that sometimes it's a trauma response. Something is overwhelming me. I'm feeling more stressed than usual. And I feel the need to flee. Fight or flight. And I'm usually gonna take a flight. Like, who not gonna take a flight? I'm packed up these bags. And baby, I'm scanning this boarding pass. I'm gone. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, okay? There's goodness from that. At the time, when I was going through it, it was very traumatic to go from place to place, learn a new way of living, new house rules, how to go along to get along. That was very traumatic for me. I must admit, because of that, through those experiences and the way that I processed them, I am now curious about the world. I'm curious about other ways of living and being and existing, other cultures. I want to immerse myself in the community, to stay somewhere for even 2 weeks and to have a favorite hangout spot, my favorite place to get food. You know, talking to the people at the bodega down the street. Like, I love that. I love that. I love that I'm curious and I'm open to other ways of being. But when I was younger, it was for survival, and that's it. Like, you better hurry up and learn the rules of this house or risk not being able to stay here anymore, not having a safe and secure place to sleep, a guaranteed place to sleep. There was a portion of time where I used to take a garbage bag of clothes and put it in my locker every day because I didn't know if I was going to be welcome back at that same place. I don't know if they're going to open the door for me when I knock on the door to come in and stay the night. And if they don't, I'm going to need some clothes to wear to school the next day because I've already experienced what happened when they don't open the door and I don't have school clothes. I'm not going to be caught lacking again without a change of clothes. I was doing it in that way to protect myself, to survive the things I was going through. But now I'm just curious. I want to get to know. I want to get to experience other aspects of life. Leave a part of myself with them, take a piece of them with me, and continue to spread those experiences and memories to other parts. It's like seedlings, gardening everywhere I go. Fertile ground to plant these experiences. And honestly, that's needed. So when I talk about triumphs over trauma, I realize for myself is that trauma has such a tight hold on me. Over the years, as I've become more aware of myself, my being, my way of thinking, who I am, who I want to be, and how to heal, I am able to see that at a point in my life, especially before reaching adulthood, but even then, even while I was in college, the way that I processed things, the way I viewed things was a very defensive mindset. Anytime somebody said something to me, I felt like I had to be on the defense. And I was defensive because I felt like maybe there were times where things that were given to me were tossed back at me like, you need me for this. If I don't give you nowhere to stay, where you gonna stay at? You need me. I'm the one who put them clothes on your back. I'm the one who fed you. And I would arm myself with defenses. If somebody said this to you, what you gonna say back? Like, you know how you talk a whole argument scenario in your brain? Are they saying this and then I'm gonna say this? And because I'm ready and I'm prepared for every scenario, whatever you say and when you say it and do it, it will not hurt me. Because I've already steeled myself to hearing that, receiving that. And in addition to being defensive, having a defensive mindset, I was also very pessimistic. There was no good things that I was looking forward to. And if something good happened to me, there's a way to explain that away or to dial down my excitement or whatever feelings I might have that will make me feel hopeful for something better. Because even if this is a slight enjoyment, it is not gonna last long. It's not gonna last long. So I was very pessimistic and very defensive in my mindset. Even when things slightly good that would happen to me, there's a way to explain away why that's happening. Or if it was happening and I'm not explaining it away, best believe it's happening because I am doing it to spite somebody else. I'm proving somebody else wrong. Oh, you said I'm not gonna be shit? Mind you, I'm a little kid. I'm maybe 10, 11 years old and you telling me I'm not gonna be shit? Oh, best believe now I'm about to do everything. And I'm about to do everything to show you that you got me fucked up. You got it all wrong, buddy. And so there was, even when I would accomplish things through that, it was little to no enjoyment from that. It's just checking off some on my to-do list. Like, okay, yep, I told you I'd do it. You know what I'm saying? But because that was just my everyday way of being, I didn't have anyone who was showing me different, talking to me and helping me process the things that I was experiencing and talking about them. I didn't know that there was other ways of thinking and being. Once I hit 18, the states consider you an adult. And so the things that I did and experienced started to become more things just for me. I was going out and just having fun for me. Just doing things that I thought about I wanted to do, I wanted to experience. And I was still dealing with all of these other things, working to process those things. Not even working to process them, but they're present and they're gonna need to be dealt with eventually. Sooner rather than later, which I will find out then. But I eventually had to acknowledge that there are positive things going on in my life. Like when I was in college and I played basketball, it was my first time getting on a plane and traveling somewhere. And that, honestly, it's like I got bitten by the bug at that point, because that same year I went on a few trips, hopping on planes, packing bags and going. And that just opened me up to like, what other ways can I travel? What other places can I go? How can I fund this? Oh, what, study abroad? Oh yeah, sign me up. Habitat for Humanity mission trip? Oh yeah, sign me up. I'm seeking out things and places and spaces through channels that I just enjoy as a person. Like I enjoy volunteering. I love school. I want to learn more. Learn more in a different country? Yes, sign me up. So as I experienced more in life, more of life was exposed to me, and I went after it. I recognized that I have a willingness to put myself in spaces and places that might be uncomfortable for me, if that means that I can learn about somebody else. I can immerse myself in another culture. I'm willing to do that. And because of that, through all of these experiences, one aspect of me, my personality that I greatly enjoy is my ability to get in where I fit in. I can go any place. I done traveled to so many different places, and I can do me. I can vibe. And it's been recent that I had to learn what it means. What's the difference between, getting in where I fit in, vibing, catching my own vibe, and being me versus assimilating. Going somewhere and feeling so pulled in that I'll lose all aspects of who I am. And I've done that. I've been in that place. And I've also been in places that I moved to a place, and I felt like I can just be me, fully, wholly, to the point where I damn near don't have to think about the way of being when I had to pretend, I had to mask. And so as I continue to evolve, I want to continue to be aware of that, challenge myself to be me authentically. And I know that aspects of me will show up in certain spaces. I don't have to give all of me all the time, but to be true to myself in every situation. I want to continue to push myself to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Seek those opportunities out, because that means I'm growing. That means I'm growing, I'm learning, and I'm reflecting. I'm not just experiencing life. I'm not just going through life, letting life happen to me. Letting life raw dog me. If I'm gonna do it, I'm a raw dog life. But life is not gonna raw dog me. Okay, there's a difference. There's a difference. And I'm gonna ensure that I'm on top. Not a bottom, baby. I'm not a bottom. But going back to the initial idea of having this negative mindset because of trauma and how that shifted to a more positive mindset. Like, I can see the good in things just from my perspective. Like, I don't have to jump to another perspective, see it from somebody else's point of view. It's like, no, my own point of view sees the positives as well as the negatives. And that's okay. There will be highs, there will be lows. We just can't let the lows take over. It's easy to. It's like them sticky bugs. When I think about being a kid in the summertime and them sticky bugs be on your socks, on your shoelaces, and you try to pull it off, then all the little legs, tentacles just stick on. You wash your socks, and all summer long, it still got the little pieces of the sticky bug in there. Like, that's how the negative feelings and emotions can stick to us if we let it. It's just easy. I don't know why the positive ones don't do the same. They ain't that strong. They got that little dollar store Velcro. Oh, we need that thick, durable Gorilla Glue. You remember that girl who Gorilla Glue her hair? Bro, what a time. What a time to be alive. But negative emotions, they stick to us. Like, I'm telling you a story for the first time. You ain't had this experience. And I'm cracking up like, man, let me tell you about the other night when we did so-and-so. And I'm cracking up so hard, you start laughing. You laughing and you don't know the punchline. I ain't even got the story out because I'm just remembering it. And I'm cracking up. And now you cracking up too. Look how contagious that is. Now think about that from a negative perspective. You're telling a story about how somebody had you fucked up. And you telling that story like I've been there. And when I get upset, like I physically get hot. I'm heated has so many meanings. I'm heated because, yeah, blood is boiling. Heated, hot, put the AC on. Heated because they had me fucked up in this situation. And retelling that story, I can feel the sweat beads on my back again trying to tell somebody this story. And now I'm reliving it. I'm experiencing it again. Now imagine you tell that person, and then you tell your next person, and the next person, and the next person, and the next person. And maybe you've been talking about it all day. Maybe it's only noon and you already done told 4-5 people. Those feelings, emotions are with you all day. They them sticky bugs. They don't go away as easily as that funny story. That funny story, you can't key about it right now. It's like, ain't shit funny over here. And so with that knowledge that these, especially negative emotions and experiences can stick with us so heavily, we have to work at including those positive experiences and moments. Looking out for them. It's like neighborhood watch. And you know that one neighbor who stay looking out that window all day, 24/7, like that's their job. That's how we gotta be to protect and to preserve those positive experiences. And it just don't happen. And all I'm trying to say is, for me to experience, to live a life that sees and recognizes the positive, I have to deliberately make an effort to do that. And this year, that came in the form of daily doses of gratitude. Since January 1st, 2025, every day in my journal, I'm writing about something that I'm grateful for. I take time to reflect on those. And it may not be every day that I'm doing it, but I reflect on every day. So it might be a few days, especially when there are those hard days or those moments where you do blow up, you do get heated. I might not be in the headspace to see the good, but give me 2 or 3 days. What else happened that day that I might be overlooking? This is not to shield myself from experiencing bad, negative things. It's just not harping on it. This act is so important to me because I can recall a traumatic experience from when I was 4 years old to something that happened to me last year. My brain is like filing cabinet, a shoebox, a safe, a notebook. It's like these traumatic experiences are littered everywhere in my brain. Every corner and crevice. But the triumphs from trauma. Just as I've been able to go out and travel to far places that I didn't even know how to pronounce before I got there, before I heard the people speaking the language places. I've gone out and done some beautiful things, experienced some things my younger self could have never imagined, didn't even know existed back then. I've done some things. And yet, my brain can recall traumatic things way quicker than it can positive things. And don't let it be experience I'm trying to recall with a person that I have a lot of trauma with, i.e. my birth mom. My birth mom, growing up, I had a lot of negative feelings towards her. I didn't grow up with her a lot. Majority of the time I lived with somebody else and not her. And I was hurt by that. And I took it out on her. And I felt like she was the worst person in the world. Although me now knowing she was a person going through stuff in life who just had a whole bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not to say that she wasn't worthy and she didn't do her best. So let me say that here for myself, remind myself of that. But I had a lot of feelings towards her about her. And a lot of times when I recall her, I recall these negative and these bad experiences. I did live with her for some years when I was very young and even as a high schooler before she passed away. And yet, it's so hard. Like, I can think of one or two good memories with her, positive experiences. Like, how could that be? I was a mama's girl. I was the annoying kid I was her shadow. I was her shadow. When I move, you move, just like that. Again, anticipating somebody's movements, somebody's needs. Oh, I was doing that before I was just trying to survive and live in somebody's house. I was doing that because I was always around my mama wanting to be her. I'd be in her skin if I could. So how could it be that I can only recall negative experiences? Like, that's not right. It gotta be some good in there. Now I'm in my brain's filing room and I'm just spewing the papers everywhere. I'm throwing them out the drawers, opening up another drawer. Where are the positive memories? Where are the positive experiences? Why can't my sister talk about something good in Thanksgiving dinner with her? And I'm like, we had Thanksgiving together? I don't remember that. My brain won't allow me to. And I recognize that it might be there. It might take somebody else to jog your memory. For me, lately, I've really been cherishing the relationship with people who have been in my life for quite some time or different phases of my life. I went back home to visit. I was hanging out with a homie from high school, and we cracking up about all of our high school antics, being teenagers and what we used to get into and do. And I was smiling from ear to ear, cracking up, hearing these stories that my friend is telling me that involved my mama. His friend even got to a point with telling me, like, I remember when things weren't going right in my life and your mama let me stay with you for a bit. Like, your house was a safe space for me. And whoo, did that take the wind out of my sails. Like, I just had to float there in those words, in those memories that finally floated to the surface for me. And I was just moved. I was moved because, one, I didn't have those memories actively living within me, but they were there. They were just locked away under all of the hurt and abandonment and all of these other emotions I had. I'm so thankful that my homie shared that, because it reminded me, it showed me, it challenged me to say, you got to tell yourself not to lie to you all the time. Don't believe everything you think. I'm thinking there wasn't any good. I mean, I know I questioned it, like, it gotta be some good. But my body, my brain wouldn't even bring it to the forefront. And it took somebody else to do that. And now through that, because of that, I want to keep it here. How can I do that? How can I get more of these good memories? Now I want to gobble them up. It gotta be more and more and more and more. Now I'm hitting up everybody in my fucking yearbook like, hey, did you come over my house before? When did we hang out? Hitting up my exes. Did you meet my mama? What'd she say? Huh? Like, and honestly, that's okay. And honestly, that is okay. I've done that actually with my siblings. Like, all right, remind me, what's your favorite memory? What's something that she taught you? I know that the more positive emotions, those good feelings, those loving feelings and experiences, they will continue to arise as I put other hurtful experiences to rest, as I uncover shame and tell myself, this is not yours to carry. As I let go of guilt and tell myself, you did the best you can. I let go of those things. I find closure and peace. Those positive experiences, they will come back. They will be uncovered. And it makes me all the more ready and willing to go on this journey to heal, because uncovering these experiences is like finding your old favorite t-shirt. Like, man, I used to wear this every day. You put it on, it's like it still fit. And even if it don't fit, just bringing back those memories, that's worth it. The trauma made me, but I also made myself. And I'm seeing the way in which I had to go through those things in order to be who I am now. Not that I should have went through them, but I did. Is hardship a hidden gift? Maybe for me, my hardship is my hidden gift. And maybe for you as well. Because when we go through things, when we're challenged by things, when obstacles are placed in front of us, how we get through it is what we like to focus on. A major setback for an even greater comeback. Because you went through that. Think about an athlete like Sha'Carri. When she was disqualified at the Olympics and she came back 4 years later, wrecking shit. Hardship sometimes can be a hidden motivator. I can't remember how I fell into learning about Stoicism. With Stoicism, they say, is it bad luck or is it your good fortune that this happened to you? Essentially saying, what are the opportunities afforded to you because of it? Oh, you got passed up for a job or a promotion. Because that didn't work out, what is now unfolding? And as you are recognizing that that didn't happen, that you were passed up for this opportunity, it's okay to be upset about it. It's okay to feel your feelings, but to know that something else might be better. And that's not always just having these false positivity or, hyper positivity, not focusing on the bad, but sometimes recognizing that, like the trauma that I've went through, I was strong enough to make it through those things. I am an adventurer. Passport, stamp, add extra pages. Okay, I might be exaggerating a little bit on that part, but that's my good fortune. I went through that and it's who I am because of it. And I'm a damn good person. I am a good individual. I'm compassionate. I'm reflective. I'm patient. I'm funny. I am funny. If my friends don't say I'm the funniest person that they know, they capping. Cap. I'm sensitive. I'm an adventurer, which I realize I'm not spontaneous. I was saying that at first, but if the plans ain't the plans that I put in place, no, I'm not doing that. But I'll go on an adventure. I'll try something for sure. I'm a lot of things. And I'm thankful for everything that made me who I am. It didn't break me. And it's supposed to be a part of my testimony. Now, I can't deny that. Can't deny what built me up. If I do that, then how can I appreciate the good parts of me? I am the person I am. And I am the person that I'm becoming. And I'm becoming a person who I want to be. And I like the me that I see when I look at myself. When I reflect on myself. When I sit with myself. And I be fucking up because, players fuck up. But I know I'm always doing my best. And that's all I'll ask for. So, before I go, I guess I want to ask you, is your bad luck really bad luck? Or is it your good fortune? with this stoicism in mind, and I know I just gave a quick overview of a stoic mentality, bad luck versus good fortune. What I would like for you to reflect on is, what's something in your life that once felt like bad luck, but in hindsight led to something beautiful? Can you identify it? Let me know. Let us know, or just reflect on it for yourself. I hope you have one or two things, because we all deserve that. All right, until next time, y'all. Peace.